don't wish anyone harm. If Kyle and Amanda filed for divorce in like 15 years, it personally wouldn't shock me. I don't wish that upon them. It just wouldn't shock me. I'm telling you, I get a vibe off Carl and Lindsay. I just, look, there's something about, it doesn't work for me. I don't know how it works. I couldn't, like, if I don't want to like fuck around with you, I can never just be your friend and then one day be like, there you were beneath my eyes all this time, and all of a sudden I want to fuck you. I don't understand how friends become more, but it's a strong bond. It works. And I think the 7-year friendship and the real friendship, and I mean, she saw him through his sobriety, and this, I'm telling you, I think they are this is it. I think they are in love, madly in love with each other. And what a happy ending. Lindsay has wanted someone. I had Lindsay on the show. I love her. I mean, I think this is beautiful. I have nothing bad to say about it.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really cute, their engagement, their story of, you know, kind of on again, off again, but always sort of having that feeling for each other. No, I agree. I feel like this is such a positive moment, and I love where they're headed, and you know them certainly better, but I love when you have a feeling of like a couple that's truly destined, like to be. I think that's great.
My money is on them, you know, like, again, Kyle and Amanda, sure, it's working. I hope it works forever. I'm just saying, when you're like 30 something and 40, just, we have a long life. And so it's just, I don't feel it's forever, ever, ever. That's just me. Craig and Paige, okay, maybe let's see. I think they're in love. It could work. But Carl and Lindsay, to me, it's so deep. And I feel it. And like Carl, yeah, he's sober and he's a good guy and he's so in love with her. You even see, like, when they're on Watch What Happens together, and Andy, he's like, no, you know, he has her back. It's just, I'm all for it. See, we're not all negative here behind the velvet rope in the Sarah Fraser show. Somebody else got married. Miss Scheana Shay.
Scheana Shay got married. LVP wasn't there. What do you think about that, by the way?
You know, I have to Google it. I mean, I don't know if you've read why. I believe LVP just said, yeah, I didn't want to go.
Yes. And I had read that, I think an insider maybe spoke to Radar Online and said that it really wasn't that deep. It was that LVP feels like Scheana falls in and out of love so quickly. She's happy for her. She went to wedding number 1. She's not going to another wedding. I also kind of liked that. I was like, that seems like a believable statement. And also I would kind of feel that same way. It's like, okay, good for you, girl, but like, I don't need to go. I mean, LVP is a busy woman, whether you love her or hate her. So, I mean, I thought that was an honest response of like, you fall in and out of love. Good luck.
She already went to one wedding, you know, prior for Scheana. She does fall in and out of love. This is great with Brock. I'm kind of the same way. Like, when I don't want to go, I'm just like, I'm sorry, I just don't want to go. So I feel good for her. I mean, do we just like, okay, Scheana, she wasn't there. I'm sure LVP sent a great gift. I'm sure it was one of the most expensive gifts and probably the nicest. So do we care? I mean, you know, they were filming. Jax, Kristen, Doty were there. They will not be on camera. Brittany. So they were filming Vanderpump Rules, and a lot of people were like, well, there's Jax. Just be, honey, slow down. Jax, Brittany, and Kristen they'll either block out the face or something, but they're not going to be on the show.
All right. Still, they're not. And what do you think? They never will be back?
I feel like it's really hard to be back if you're fired under some type of, it's just so easy to keep looking under rock number 2. You know, like when Jax left and said, we're going to be on another show, me and Brittany, you know, you're in TV production. Like, an unknown is easier. It's easier for you to get a job than if you were on one reality show. I don't care if you have 10 million followers. It doesn't work that way.
Well, it's hard too, because once you become synonymous with one network, a lot of times another network, I hear that a lot in the business. And I don't know. I don't know why that is. I haven't been in the business long enough to know, because I would think, I mean, look, it'll be very interesting. I mean, if the two women can do it, if Luann and Sonia can go to E, course, it is under the NBC umbrella, so it is the same.
It's
company.
under the NBC umbrella. It's them together. Let's not forget Overserved with Lisa Vanderpump. We have that new show about cooking. We have Carolyn Manzo and Dolores, like Jeff Lewis. I don't know if E really counts. It's so.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
I wonder, I don't know why that is. I need to ask more insiders. My guess is maybe they just, I don't know. They feel like maybe people.
But that's also different. That's also like you with Penn Badgley being on Lifetime and then nobody watching, even though I fucking watch, and then Netflix picking it up and it being a huge hit. Or like, you know, there are other shows I can't think of off the top of my head where they're like on ABC and they get canceled and it's picked up by like CBS, or it's very rare, but that's different when the whole show goes. So it's like Luann and Sonia together is different than if like, we're going to cast a show about two newlyweds and what it's like, and it's going to be Netflix. And like, we're not going to cast Brittany and Jax. We're going to cast two unknowns. You know what I mean? Like, you're not like, we're going to cast a bunch of like single women in Jersey looking for love. Or I don't know, you're not going to cast Snooki. Okay, she's married, but like Snooki, she's not going to blend in. Yeah, she has another show on MTV about being a mess with Tori Spelling and Adam Rippon. Like, Jax is not going to blend. Yeah, you might get a Dancing with the Stars, Big Brother, but like, there's no real future as a cast member for Jax. Like, he's Jax, you know? Yeah, that's how it works in Hollywood. As you taught me, Sarah, this ain't show friends. This is show business. Sorry, Jax. No, it's really true. It's like,
you love that so much.
I love it. I use it all the time. It really is like, you know, be careful. I'm sorry. I'm so crass today, everyone. I'm talking about like fucking people. I'm going to say something crass. I'm sorry. It's like, you got to really focus on how you shoot your load. And like, you know, I don't think Jack shot his load too quickly because you had a good run, but it is true. If you're on listen, they almost didn't cast Bethany in the Real Housewives of New York because she was on Martha Stewart Apprentice and made it to the finalists. And that's different. It's like one season, but it almost didn't get her cast. So it's really hard. It's so hard once you're on one show and known. And Bethany wasn't known. If she was a cast member working next to Martha Stewart for 5 years, she wouldn't have gotten Housewives. It was one season where you almost won. Nobody really remembered until you were famous, and that's fine. It's really hard. So I don't know how did that even come up? I don't know.
I don't even know.
About they're not going to be on
them shooting. Right.
You know, but somebody that did have so I'm sorry, Jax and Kristen, if you were going with Brittany to, you know, be on the cameras, it's not going to happen. Somebody who, I mean, Jax probably would be like, I'm not going to be on anyway, unless you pay me. Somebody who did have a great time at the wedding, Tom Schwartz, Schwartzy and Raquell Levis.
Schwartzy.
What do you think about this? I got some feelings. What do you think?
They're together, right? They're reportedly dating.
You know, that's what they say. I don't know. Not so fast. I don't know if they're officially dating, but look, I could see them